Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. I believe these are all for all platforms as well, which is pretty sweet. These are all mods that had good ratings and had at least 50 people that had rated them. So those are kind of my criteria for getting in here. There were a lot of really good mods that didn't quite meet that criteria, that had a few people rate them and had really high ratings, even a few 5 stars in there, but they just didn't have enough people for me to feel comfortable putting them in the top 10 mods of the week. So without further ado, there were a lot of mods this week, and let's go ahead and dive into the top 10 rated mods by you guys for this week. All right, for number 1 this week, we have the Floodlight Trailer. This is by ETAL Marcois. I'm probably saying that wrong, so I apologize. This is going to be a 2.82 megabyte download, and is for all platforms, currently rated 5 out of 5 stars with 57 people having rated it. This is a $8,700 trailer light that you can pull kind of wherever you'd like to. It doesn't require fuel or anything like that. You can adjust where the light is pointing, how high the light is. I believe this is the max height that you're seeing right here in front of you on your screen. But regardless of that, it's a really cool little mod. I remember having this in Farming Simulator 22. I don't know if it was the same modder. I'm assuming it was that made it, but still quite cool that we have this back in the game. Very good for roleplay, or if you just need some temporary lighting where you're trying to accomplish a project at night on your farm. So there you guys go. That is the Floodlight Trailer by ETA La Marcois. All right, for number 2, we have the John Deere 915V Ripper. This is by LR Modding, 9.20 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, 66 people having rated it. This is perfect for you John Deere fans out there that are trying to go for an all John Deere farm, or anyone that just kind of needs a kind of medium-ish sized, well, I say medium-sized. It's kind of medium-sized, but requires a lot of horsepower. This is a plow, so this is going to be found under plows in the store, and it is $59,081 to buy. It's 8 meters wide, which is pretty good, honestly, for a plow as well. The only problem is this is going to require 550 horsepower to run, so you're definitely going to need a pretty beefy tractor to run this bad boy. But yeah, there you guys go. That's the John Deere 915V Ripper by LR Modding. Moving on to number 3, we have the Rolland ampliroll pack. This is by Universe Simu Modding, 19.49 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 131 people having rated it. This has 4 pieces of equipment in the pack. The first thing is, of course, the thing you're going to see out in front of you there. That is what is designed to hold these kind of skips or bins or containers, however you want to call them. I know everyone has a little bit of different name for them. But basically, it's a hook lift system that's going to pick that container up and pull it up onto the trailer, which is pretty cool. So you need that base system there. That is going to be $71,850 to buy. However, the containers are really cheap. So once you have that, the containers are super cheap. The one that you see back there is the largest one. That's $5,000 to buy and has a 45,000 liter capacity. Then there's a couple other ones. One that is 15,000 liter capacity and another 36,000 liter capacity. So these are perfect for if you just want to drop off, you know, this guy on the side of your field and have your harvester unload into it and then go pick one up somewhere else or whatever the case may be. It seems like it'd work really good for multiplayer if you had someone transporting a lot of grain around or something like that, or just kind of however you wanted to do it. But they're perfect for what they are. So there you guys go. That is the Rolland ampliroll pack by Universe Simu Modding. For number 4, we have the Cressoni CRX series. This is by SMI Modding Team, 91.67 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 101 people having rated it. This is basically a pack of foldable grain headers. So these are really cool just because they're not going to function any different than a regular grain header. They're only really designed to be better in terms of like transport and stuff like that. So you can see that something like this folded up in this configuration. This is a 7.2 meter header, which is the largest one in the pack. You can see something like this is going to be a lot easier to drive down a narrow road or just roads in general or around in general compared to having the actual 7.2 meter wide header that's completely out across the roadway. So a lot easier for transport. These are perfect for kind of maybe our UK style maps. Maybe you're playing on, is it Oak Ridge Farm now they call it? The Calmsden Farm map basically, or whatever you're playing on. These are kind of perfect for getting into those tight spaces with a medium to large harvester. So there you guys go. This is the Cressoni CRX series. For number 5, we have the iMac RC2000. This is by iMac and ML Studio, 4.17 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 53 people having rated it. This is going to cost you $5,000 to buy, only requires 80 horsepower, weighs 440 kilograms, so not too bad, and has a working width of 1.8 meters. And this, of course, is a mower. So if you need to do some kind of grass work or stuff like that, kind of off on the side and whatever, it's basically a brush hog, is kind of what I would call it. That's kind of my American term for it. I'm not sure what you guys call it where you're from, but, you know, let me know down in the comments what you guys call it. But there you guys go. You have a little 1.8 meter working width mower for your farm. All right, for number 6, we have another thing by iMac. This is iMac, the iMac grain trailer CG 28500. And as the name suggests, it does hold 28,500 liters. But anyhow, this is also by iMac and ML Studio, 16.93 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 53 people having rated it. This is going to cost you $35,000 to buy and requires 160 horsepower. So if you're working for a nice little kind of grain cart to travel around your farm and pick up some grain here and there from your harvesters, this might be just what you're looking for. So there you guys go. Moving on to number 7, we have the Valtra Q series. This is by Giant Software, 31.79 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 88 people having rated it. This is going to be found under medium tractors. It is a ranging price between $234,500 and $258,000 depending on engine and configurations. It can do between 230 and 305 horsepower depending on how you configure it. It has a max speed of 50 kilometers per hour or about 30-ish or 32 miles per hour, somewhere in that range there. But it does look like an absolute beast and is really well detailed and decorated. So if you guys want something that's really customizable, you can do a lot of stuff to it. And I, of course, love the duals on it. But there you guys go. That is the Valtra Q series by Giant Software. For number 8, for those of you missing all the JCBs that are lacking in the base game, we have the JCB Fastrac 8000 Icon. This is by Ross and Mods, 28.98 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 101 people having rated it. You have a lot of configurations for this, including beacons, markers, engine, color, animated dashboards, doors and window openings, and it has passenger support as well. This is going to cost you $289,000 starting price and has a max speed of 70 kilometers per hour, which I believe is about 45 miles per hour. This thing is quite fast and you can do between 300 and 400 horsepower depending on your configuration. It also can add a nice little UK flag to the front like I have there on the left side there, or sorry, to the bonnet, depending on where you're from, but I would say that's the hood. But anyhow, there you guys go. That is the JCB Fastrac 8000 Icon by Ross and Mods. For number 9, we have the International CV series. This is by BC Bueller. 17.90 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 157 people having rated it. Now you might say, well, what's the difference between this and the base game one? Well, first off, you have that kind of gooseneck attachment you can see right there on the flatbed there, and it also comes with that little fuel tank that you can carry around by hand. I don't know if you could still lift it without super strength if you put fuel in it, but anyhow, the empty one you can lift up on there anyway, so and then strap it down. So there you guys go. You can put a little fuel tank on there if you want. That is bought separately, and it holds 450 liters. And of course, if you're wondering what those differences were, here is what BC Bueller says. It says correct steel and aluminum wheel options with 2 tire options. Addition of the ER flat deck option, which is what you're seeing right now, which has a gooseneck attacher, bumper hitch attachers to connect any trailer and straps. West Steel Road Vault fuel tank that can connect to either the flat deck options. Oh, I haven't tried to connect it. I might actually just connect in there, but there you guys go. And they added step cover option and added motor tuning option. So there you guys go. It is the correct, allegedly, International CV series. I trust BC Bueller. He does really good work. But anyhow, it gives you a little bit more customization for a already classic vehicle. So there you guys go. That's the International CV series by BC Bueller. For number 10, in our final mod of the week, we have the Skoda Kodiaq. This is by Tamak Modding and Xerox. I believe I'm saying that right. This is 14.34 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, and 115 people having rated it. This is just a more customizable version of the Skoda that's in the base game, and one of those customizations, as you can see, I've gone full police on this one, of course, because why not? It also has a very European siren if you want that as well. There's also fire configuration and some other configurations with it too, which is pretty cool. So I really like this. It's nice. It's just kind of a good way to kind of do some different customization for roleplay and whatever you got going on. So there you guys go. Make sure you guys check that out as well. But that is the top 10 mods of the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bells so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. I'll see you guys in the next one.